Jazz are not going to be trading Ace Bailey. If he's playing in the NBA, he's playing for the Utah Jazz.
Picture this. The 2025 NBA Draft. Barclays Center buzzing. Cameras flashing, lights pounding the stage, fans screaming with every pick. At 5, Commissioner Adam Silver strolls up with that calm half-smile that always precedes chaos. With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft.
The 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey.
The Utah Jazz select Ace Bailey. Silence. For a split second, the building goes still. Then the cameras snap onto the 18-year-old phenom, ESPN's top-ranked shot maker, the kid who seemed destined for a big-market jersey. His face tells the story before anyone else can. Stunned, rattled, almost betrayed. He mutters into a hot mic, "I've never been to Utah." In seconds, the clip explodes online. Memes flood Twitter. The line becomes a punchline, but under the laughter sits a heavier truth.
Love to be around me, very having fun, uplifting. Very funny. I like to be around me. Very competitive person too.
This wasn't just a funny reaction. It was the beginning of a standoff. Player versus franchise. Power versus patience. A test case for how much control rookies actually have in the modern NBA. The prospect who tried to choose his future. Ace Bailey didn't walk into draft night as a mystery. At 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, he already looked like the template for the modern wing. At Rutgers, he averaged 17.6 points and 7.2 rebounds while shooting 46% from the floor. His game film is filled with heat-check jumpers, long stride rim attacks, and the kind of shot-making that makes even veterans shake their heads. The Indiana game was the crown jewel. 39 points inside Assembly Hall, silencing one of college basketball's loudest arenas. Kevin Durant even chimed in. Pure talent, he called him. Not good, not promising, pure. That word carries weight.
Ace is a pure talent. Being able to shoot the ball with that type of touch from anywhere is insane. The shots that he can make over multiple people at that length.
Bailey's package is clean. Fluid mechanics, pro spacing instincts, a jumper that translates. But what separated him wasn't just skill, it was confidence. He wasn't just preparing to be drafted, he was preparing to dictate his landing spot. Word leaked that Bailey only wanted Washington, New Orleans, or Brooklyn. Utah wasn't even in the conversation. He skipped workouts. He told some teams outright, don't bother. For a teenager, it was bold play. For franchises, it was a red flag. But Utah, sitting at 5, didn't flinch. Utah's reputation for stubbornness. The Jazz didn't see chaos, they saw opportunity. Danny Ainge and Austin Ainge have built reputations as cold operators. Smart drafting, steady bets, zero tolerance for pressure. ESPN's Brian Winters nailed it. They are not going to bend here. They are not going to get pushed around.
Ainge and his son Austin are not going to bend here. They are not going to get pushed around. They do not care.
To Utah, Ace Bailey wasn't a headache. He was a gift. They'd just come off a brutal 17-65 season, the worst in franchise history. They weren't hunting for role players. They were hunting for a cornerstone. And when Bailey's name was still on the board, they ignored the noise and made the call. Owner Ryan Smith even doubled down the next morning on Pat McAfee's show. He's humble, he's grateful, and he's excited to be in the NBA, Smith claimed.
I got a chance to talk to Ace last night. All I saw was a kid who was humble, he was grateful, he was excited to be in the NBA.
It sounded like spin, but it also sounded like Utah's truth. Once you're ours, you're ours. The rookie scale reality check. Here's the trap Bailey walked into. The rookie scale doesn't bend. As the 5th pick, his deal is worth north of $30 million over 4 years. His first season alone guarantees $6.8 million. Had he slid to 6 and landed in Washington, he'd be looking at about $13 million less over the same span. That's not a symbolic gap, that's life-changing money. Walking away from that isn't just a risk, it's a career-altering gamble. The rookie scale was designed for this exact reason, to kill draft holdouts before they happen. Bailey doesn't have a Euro contract waiting his backup. He doesn't have endorsement cash flowing to cushion the fall. The Jazz holds the cards and he knows it. That's why, as much as his camp might talk tough, the pull of guaranteed millions looms like gravity.
They're not going to be trading Ace Bailey. If he's playing in the NBA, he's playing for the Utah Jazz. That's just a matter of the circumstance right now. So, I mean, unless Ace Bailey is sitting out the NBA season and forfeiting close to $10 million in his first year salary, like, that would be unprecedented.
Draft day echoes through history. This isn't new. The NBA has seen it before. Kobe Bryant and his agent famously narrowed his workouts, steering him to Los Angeles. Charlotte called his name, but the trade to the Lakers was pre-baked. The result? 5 championships, a legacy. Steve Francis played his hand louder, refusing to go to Vancouver. He cited everything from distance to taxes to divine intervention. The Grizzlies folded, flipping him to Houston in a blockbuster deal. Rookie of the Year, All-Star nods, a career shaped by defiance. Danny Ferry, he skipped the NBA entirely for a reason. Signing in Italy to avoid the Clippers, he dropped 23 points per game overseas before landing safely with Cleveland. The common thread? Leverage. Each one of those players had alternatives, trade markets, or built-in advantages. Ace Bailey has none. No Euro lifeline, no obvious trade locked in, just a contract he can't escape and a team that refuses to budge. Damage control mode. After the draft night clip went viral, Bailey's camp scrambled. Agent Andrew Whitley told Front Office Sports that Bailey was thrilled to be going to Utah, praising the opportunity. But only days earlier, manager Omar Cooper dodged direct questions about Bailey reporting to the Jazz. The inconsistency smelled of panic. Analysts didn't buy it. Draymond Green called Bailey's approach a mistake. He's walking into the NBA with a strike. Paul George echoed it. You haven't played a minute yet. Earn it first. The message from veterans was clear. Talent earns freedom, not the other way around. Bailey's bold stance had become a warning label. For Utah, it didn't matter. They had their guy. For Bailey, it meant the microscope was already hot before he ever suited up. Utah's culture and the case for patience. What Bailey might not realize is what Utah actually offers. A billionaire owner in Ryan Smith pouring resources into facilities and staff. A coach in Will Hardy, who earned respect league-wide for balancing accountability with development. A fan base that treats games like college football Saturdays, filling the arena with noise and loyalty. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert built all-star resumes in Utah's system. Neither came from glamorous backgrounds. Neither had big city lights at their disposal. What they had was time, structure, and reps. Bailey could have the same if he lets himself. Utah's not New York. It's not LA. It doesn't want to be. For Bailey, that could be curse or blessing. No distractions, no excuses, just basketball. The possible futures. There are 3 clear paths. First, Bailey accepts reality, embraces Utah, and plays. That's the likeliest scenario. Once the checks start hitting and the minutes pile up, the draft night drama fades. By mid-season, the story shifts from does he want to be here to how good can he be? Second, he tries the holdout route. But the rookie scale is unforgiving, and Utah controls his rights. Missing a year doesn't give him leverage, it costs him development and damages his value. Third, he plays hard, builds his resume, and plots an eventual exit, just like Kawhi Leonard in San Antonio or Paul George in Indiana. That road takes patience, something Bailey hasn't shown yet, but it's the only way to shift leverage back to him over time. Why this draft could shape the future. This saga is bigger than one player. It's about the ongoing tug-of-war between young stars and the teams that draft them. Bailey's generation grew up watching stars force trades, dictate rosters, and call shots. But trying that before you've played a single game? That's new. If Utah holds firm and Bailey thrives, it could reset the culture, reminding prospects that the draft still belongs to the franchises. If Bailey somehow forces his way out, it could swing the pendulum further toward player empowerment, rookies daring to take stands even earlier in their careers. Either way, the ripple effects touch more than Utah. They touch every small market franchise fighting for respect. The clock ticks towards Summer League. The next chapter's coming fast. Bailey's Summer League debut.
Be expected to be there on Monday when their Summer League training camp begins. Let's see.
Will he walk out smiling, ready to prove the memes wrong? Or will the hesitation still hang in the air, every camera trained on his body language. For Utah, it's not just about one game. It's about signaling to the league that their culture wins. For Bailey, it's about proving he can channel the talent Kevin Durant praised into dominance on the floor, not controversy off it. The Barclays silence, the viral quote, the clash of wills. That was the trailer. The real story begins when he steps onto the floor in July. So, here we are, Ace Bailey, drafted by Utah, shocked on live TV, already in a tug-of-war before he's played a minute. The Jazz believe they just stole the most talented player in the class. Bailey believes he deserved a different stage. The truth will play out possession by possession. If you were him, what would you do? Take the $30 million, embrace the culture, and become the face of Utah's rebuild? Or dig in, test the limits of rookie power, and try to write your own script? Either way, the league will be watching, because this isn't just about one player and one team. It's about the future of the draft itself. And right now, every sign points to the same conclusion. Utah isn't bending, and Ace Bailey is about to learn whether he bends with them or breaks trying not to.